Hello everyone, I'm Nicolas Ribonsai. Welcome to my webinar. Latin American Caribbean Natural Disasters by Nicolas Ribonsai, June 10, 2022. Today I'm going to explain about the situation of Latin American Caribbean involving the following items: GDP, exports, balance of payment, cost of natural disasters percentage in the region. The first graph we see shows the total annual gross domestic product at current prices in million dollars. The nominal GDP is the value at current market prices of the production of final goods and services produced in Latin America and Caribbean during a certain period of time in 1 year. Here you can see a peak between 2012 to 2014. The following graph shows the total annual gross domestic product, but as real GDP at constant market prices, with a peak in 2018 and 2019. There is a selection of 10 products for export according to the Standard International Trade Classification Revision Number 4 created by the United Nations for External Trade Statistics, allowing for international comparisons of commodities and manufactured goods. In 2019, petroleum oils and oils obtained from bituminous minerals crude 22.8%. Motor vehicles for the transport of persons not elsewhere specified 17.5%. Copper mineral and concentrates 11.6%. Soy 10.6%. Other motor vehicles for the transport of goods not elsewhere specified 10.3%. Other automatic data processing machines 9.3%. Iron minerals and its concentrates not agglomerated 7.3%. Refined copper 5.3%. Oilseed cakes and other solid residues 5.3%. Here you can see the balance of payments that was positive in the period of time 2003 to 2007. The annual balance of payments shows the transactions that refers to goods, services, income transfers that involve financial assets and liabilities in relation to the rest of the world. The balance of payments and the GDP of the countries are able to be modified in many particular cases, for example, natural disasters. My book El Rescate del Doctor Araños is about natural disasters, so I recommend reading literature about climate change. It is available on Amazon Books in Spanish language. Natural disasters cause a lot of damage and require a lot of money for recovery. In this graph, we can see a major quantity of millions of dollars invested to alleviate these problems in 2017. What happened in that year? Costa Rica got Hurricane Nate in October, costing $787 million. Mexico got Hurricane Katia at Eastern and a terrible earthquake in Chiapas, measuring 8.2 degrees of the Richter scale in September, and one another in Puebla. In addition, many other hurricanes in the zone, such as Jose, Irma, Franklin, Maria, Harvey, Gert, Cindy, Max, Emily, Lydia, and Tropical Storm Philippe. And one another important event occurred in the year 2019. Dorian hurricane was the most terrible hurricane, a category 5 in the northwestern Bahamas. What about season 2022 in the USA? Named storms are between 14 to 21. hurricanes 6 to 10, and the major hurricanes are between 3 and 6. The probability is above normal 65%. And in Mexico, we got Hurricane Agatha, the strongest hurricane along the Pacific coast of Mexico in the month of May, a category 2. The countries with the highest risk of earthquakes are Chile, Ecuador, and Guatemala, followed by Costa Rica, Nicaragua, and El Salvador. The 2010 Haiti earthquake was a catastrophic event because the Caribbean country was not prepared for such an impact. About volcanic events, many Central and South American countries are situated along the Ring of Fire, from Mexico to Chile in the region, exposing them to volcanic activity. Regarding floods, Brazil is among the main countries in the world with the largest population exposed to these catastrophes. But Colombia, Panama, Costa Rica, Venezuela, Peru, Bolivia, Uruguay, and Argentina are also countries affected by floods. Latin America and the Caribbean is the second most disaster-prone region in the world. Between 2000 and 2018, we got floods 45.5%, storms 27.4%, earthquake 6.2%, droughts 6.1%, landslides 5.5%, extreme temperature 4.1%, volcanic events 3.2%, wildfires 2%. Takeaways: natural disasters can change countries' budgets. Hurricane season, natural disasters graph of Latin America and Caribbean. My book El Rescate del Dr. Araños. Sources. Thank you.